Okay, let's be honest with all of ourselves here. When is the last time we cleaned our makeup brushes? Really? If you have cleaned your makeup brushes within the span of this week, you're a goddess, literally.
Where are you now that I need you?
Hello guys, so today I'm going to be doing a how to clean your makeup brushes, more like a makeup brush cleaning 101 video, because I have not cleaned my brushes in about like 4 months maybe. And I was just like, I give the program, gotta clean my makeup brushes. Now I'm pretty good at cleaning my makeup brushes. Like, I know some facts about cleaning my makeup brushes, all that stuff. I just don't do it. And it's one of those things as we, like, as humans just don't do, like flossing. Well, I mean, there are some people who do that, but, you know, we don't do it a lot. It's just one of the things, so don't be ashamed. Just be, like, happy about it. Be proud. Just be like, yes, I don't clean my makeup brushes. It's probably causing my acne. And there's probably bacteria living in my brushes. And there's probably, like, oil and dirty makeup built up in there. But just be happy about it, you know? Okay, so I'm just going to be talking about how often you should clean your makeup brushes. What do you do when you clean your makeup brushes? What happens when you don't clean your makeup brushes? Some techniques to clean your makeup brushes. All of that fun jazz. I'm also going to be teaching you guys some hacks in this video if you don't have all the cool gadgets like me. Like the things that hold your brush upside down. I'll be showing you some alternatives in this video. So I'm just going to get right into the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoyed. So we're going to make our base. This is what I'm going to use for a lot of the techniques that I'm going to be talking about in this video today. So I have here baby shampoo, a bowl, and a fork, just in case we need to mix it with a fork. But we are going to be making a mixture with baby shampoo and lukewarm water. Why? Because you should never use just plain soap with your makeup brushes, because it will damage the bristles of your brush. Especially if it's natural and it's not like synthetic. So we are just going to mix this up right now. I'm just going to use a little bit of baby shampoo and then like a little bit of lukewarm water. So we're going to get this water cracking. Okay, so we are just going to get a little bit of hot water and a little bit of cold, just like warm water. So okay, so we have our water here, not too hot, not too cold, literally just warm. I don't know if you can see how much that is, but we are just going to take our baby shampoo and start putting it in. And always remember, if there's too much baby shampoo, add some water. If there's too much water, add some baby shampoo. And yes, I was right. The baby shampoo just sinks to the bottom, so you probably do want to grab something to mix it up with. I'm just going to mix it up with the end of the fork. Okay, so now we have our mixture. Low-key looks like pee, but you know, whatever. But my mixture is like, it's not liquid, like it's liquid, but if you touch it, like you could definitely feel the soap, you know? So honestly, it's your preference. If you like it more thicker, make it more thicker. If you like it more liquidy, make it more liquidy. Your preference, but just make sure you have water. That's the whole entire point of this, is just to make sure you have water, and you can make it the way you like it. So this is sort of kind of like a DIY, like little makeup brush cleaner without actually buying makeup brush cleaner. So yeah. Okay, so moving on to technique number 1 is with a sponge. Just a normal old sponge. I found this downstairs. Now this is going to act as one of those, if you've ever watched these videos, a lot of people have those Sigma gloves that they put on their hands, and it's textured. This is textured like it. It's not the same texture. It's not made for brushes. So what I'm going to do is use the softer side opposed to the rougher side. So we'll definitely get, you know, some nice texture going on there. So let's start cleaning them brushes. So I have my brush here. It's sort of wet. Remember, when wetting your brush, always hold it downwards like this. Never hold it like this, like I just did, because you don't want to get the water, you don't want to get it wet right here or anywhere. This isn't a good example, but anywhere where the brush and the bristles attach, because you're just going to get the glue warmed up and it's going to pop right off, and it will end up like these brushes. This is my Sigma brush right here, my Sigma stipple brush, sorry, and yep, the stick is gone because I held it upwards and I got the glue all heated and it just popped right off. Like this one here, which this is my Royal Langnickel brush as well, and yeah, just don't do it, okay? Going to dip my brush into the little mixture here. Remember, don't get it past here, like I just said. And then I'm going to pretty much just take it onto this sponge. And remember, wet the sponge a little bit. And I'm just going to start going in circular motions. Now, you always want to remember, do circular motions while doing this. You don't want to go too harshly. And yeah, you can see stuff is coming off with our little brush cleaner. And you're probably going to want to do this under the sink and use water whenever needed. Like right now, I'm going to rinse this sponge off and just start doing it in circular motions. So here is my brush, all nice and clean. Now, if you could see, it does have a couple of bristles that are damaged from before when I really didn't know how to wash my brushes. But I am not blessed with brush guards right now. Now, brush guards are actually these little covers that you put over your brush. You just go like that, and they reshape the brush for you. But since I don't have them at the moment, or at all, because I just never had them before, I'm just going to try to reshape it with my fingers to try to give it back its shape and try to put the damaged bristles back into its place. That's a tongue twister, I'm not even kidding, that's hard to say. Okay, so now we are over here in this drying section. Now, this is like the first technique, but this is pretty much all the tips you're going to need. So basically, you never want to lay your brush like this, because one side of the brush is going to get like demented. So basically, it's just not going to hold a shape. You always want to hold it off the edge of a counter or off the edge of something. Again, I never have any of the brush tools. I don't have the glove. I don't have the brush guards. I also don't have that device, or not device, that like brush holder stand where you just put the brushes in and it holds it for you. So what I have here is my tissue box. So I'm gonna get that and show you what I do. So here I have my tissue box. I'm really sorry if any of this is out of focus, but what I'm gonna do is actually flip the tissue box over and put it right here actually. You could give your brush a little dry. I already dried it a little bit. You don't want to put it down soaking wet, but what you can do is you can just hang your brush over the edge like this, sort of kind of, I'm just fixing, sort of over the tissue box if you don't want to hang it on the edge of your counter. It hangs off the edge of this tissue box. Yeah, I mean, that's just something you could use if you don't want to get the brush holder. It's just a nice little alternative. I could also lay my brushes over like this. This is actually, I use my makeup brushes to actually hold like that, but you don't want to put them in the jar like that because then the water will leak down. So yeah, you could just go like that. yeah, I mean, it's an alternative, so. Okay, next technique, using your hands. Really basic technique, duh, everyone knows it. You could use the makeup cleaner we just created, or baby shampoo if you want to call it that. Or if you have a makeup brush cleaner, which I do, you could use that as well and spray it on the brushes. Don't forget to hold the brushes down, all that fun jazz. I'm just going to slide through and just do this. You could just wet your hand a little bit and just swirl around in the palm of your hand until you start getting all the nasty makeup off. And the last technique is with a plate. So you can make your own new mixture, but I ain't about that life. I'm just transferring the mixture onto this plate. Just use one side of the plate for the mixture and the other side just a little bit of water right here. Okay, so I'm just going to use this brush right here. I'm going to wet it a little bit like all the other brushes. So I'm just going to dip it. Since this brush is different than all the other brushes, it's flat. All the other ones were puffy. I just used a crease brush, and then actually the other one was flat, but you can't do circular motions here. So I kind of just go dip it in the water here, and so I kind of just mix these two together, and you can go back and forth, and yeah, so just keep doing your thing until your brush is all clean. Now you're probably going to want to clean this plate each time, so save some of your mixture for the next time. But a lot of people actually prefer doing it like this because it's a flat surface and it's not your hand, and you know. So I'm just going to dump a little of this out, well, just like all the nasty stuff here. So I just sort of dumped all the nasty stuff out, but still filled it up with a little bit more water. Now I prefer to just keep filling this up with water. I don't really like to use any more soap, honestly. Just keep filling it up with water and it will eventually all come out, because there is soap residue on this brush already, so don't really worry about getting more soap. Just worry about just putting more water and dumping this out, and yeah. Okay, so that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my opinion about it. Remember, this is all opinions, guys, because some people are like, no, you don't have to clean it every week, but this is just, you pretty much do, honestly. You should clean them once a week. But remember, all opinions. There's different ways to clean your makeup brushes, other opinions about this. I will list a bunch of sites down below on cleaning your makeup brushes, where I got all this information from. So I kind of came from my noggin. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.
I need you the most.